And it's Gordo here from Gordo's Games. This is just a small introductory video to the channel itself. We have gone through a lot of rebrands in the past, and I just wanted to kind of take a moment to just kind of outline where we're at, right, folks? So for those of you who have supported Gordo's Games from the very beginning, I appreciate that. Obviously, much love to you all. At this point here, we do still play into card games, so things like Digimon, Magic the Gathering, Commander content, that stuff. For the channel of YouTube though, it won't necessarily be a forefront of what we're doing. Okay, I have recently moved into speedrunning, which I am finding I do enjoy quite a lot. It's a lot of new challenges, it's a lot of new things that I'm looking to progress with, and I'm kind of going to look to share that journey with you all. And my start of how I got into speedrunning, and kind of where I've gone through, and the games I've gone through. And I'd say the reasons, but there's not really many reasons why I do the things I do, except for I feel like it. I'll be honest with you. But if you do enjoy the content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you know when this content goes live for you. And feel free to stick around, enjoy the content, leave me some feedback. Obviously, if you see a game that you like and you want some tips or you want to talk about it, or if you have better ways for me to run lines on speedrun sessions, I'm all for it. You will see me stream quite regularly over on Twitch. We will start streaming across YouTube as well. I'm just going to try and get that sorted out at some stage, but you will see the content being uploaded for the VODs and that, so you can watch those back and get a feel for how it is. For me, speedrunning was something that I got into on a very random tangent. I'd looked at it before and it's like, do I really want to do that? Kind of ruins the whole idea of a game. I'm just going to kind of ignore the whole pretense to it. But after thinking about it, after trying it, it actually opens the games up in a very different manner from what I think is. You spend a lot more time, so much more invested in the game and its mechanics and the things that you can abuse. Yes, absolutely, there are going to be some things like glitch runs and that. I don't tend to do glitched runs. Obviously, there are some which are technically against the speedrun standards, but I tend to avoid doing those. If I'm going to go through it, I do on a glitchless ones, as and where I can. Who knows, that might change going forward, but at this current point that is the case. But you spend so much time invested in that game and the details and how things work and breaking things down in a very detailed fashion is, it opens up the game in a completely different light. Now, don't get me wrong, when I do mine, I don't pretend to be one of these that even remotely finds these best manners to do things first. A lot of my stuff is research from people who have done them previously and have done amazing jobs with them, so big shout out to every single one of them for the games I run. I have seen some of the people who have done the world record runs, and that is often where I get a lot of my input from after I've done my original testing, whereas I go through the game once, get a feel for it, see what kind of terrible time I can set, and trust me, there has been some terrible times. And then we go through the stages of improvement, which is probably the most satisfying part about it, is when you see those scores start to come down. I have now since tried to take it back from opening up my portfolio as much, because I was going through a stage where I was just trying to add more and more games in there, so I can just say I've got this under my belt. Now I'm kind of trying to stick to one and trying to refine it as much as I can. And we're in, I guess, that speedrunner hell, whereas we're kind of just like fighting for seconds rather than minutes, which is still okay, because I'm getting to see improvements. I'm getting to see my mentality change for things. So if you do enjoy the content, feel free to stop by on Twitch. All the details will be linked down below. You can also follow us on TikTok and Twitter and that as well, just sort of X, whatever you want to call it, completely down to you. But we are going to be putting more content out for you as we go along, and I just kind of wanted to take a moment just to kind of introduce it all back to you. As you can see here, we've gone through a fresh new look, and we are going very retro with our vibes. So that's it for myself here at Gordo's Games. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for supporting as always, and don't forget, your comments do help my videos because they give me things to work on, they help me in the algorithm, all that kind of stuff. So continue to support myself, is greatly appreciated, and I'll keep doing the content just for you. Ciao for now.